more short form. First game is called World's Worst. And I'll be asking you for some suggestions, and you're going to see the world's worst. So, can I get an occupation?
Weatherman.
Weatherman. World's worst weatherman.
It's sunny today. I think I haven't been outside all day. Feels kind of hot in here though. Are you guys hot? How do you guys feel?
Hi, I'm Aaron Tuttle.
A strong storm front. Well, I mean, I really don't give a shit about these people over here, so let's just, whatever. Oh, okay, over there, you know. I really have no idea what that symbol means. Everything is kind of flowy, that's nice.
Today's forecast calls for clear skies. You guys, it's great. Oh, oh God, are those tornado sirens? Oh God. Oh God. What are you guys doing over there? Okay, nobody's told me what is happening, so I'm just gonna.
It's a raining man.
There's 30% chance it's already raining.
So there's gonna be a thunderstorm over here and a tornado over here, and all hell's gonna break loose. Oh wow.
So there is a 65% chance of a divorce and 95% chance that the children are mine.
The radar indicates that there's a thunderstorm along the line and 30 miles either side of a line from Chicago to Fond du Lac. The radar also shows that there's 3 incoming Russian nuclear missiles, so I wouldn't sweat the thunder shower.
And as you can see on the map, hurricane cable will be here in the next 3 to 5 years.
It's raining kittens, you guys.
Can I get a suggestion for a household appliance?
Toaster.
Toaster. Let's see the world's worst toaster.
Yeah, nice bath and some toast.
This toaster starts to dance off the evil thoughts of New York City. Ghostbusters? Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nope.
Okay, now you'll see this toaster has 2 settings. We have barely warm, and we have burning hockey puck. You'll see here that the toaster is too wide to actually hold an English muffin, but too narrow to actually fit a bagel. You'll see this toaster has a special feature where
Sex is like a toaster. It goes in white and sometimes it comes out brown.
On the label it says, this toaster is gluten-free. What the hell?
So this toaster has 17 slots for all of your bread needs. Now, granted, they do all go off at different times. Oh God, oh God, oh God, no, go away, go back in, no, why all this toast? Ah!
I've got 17 slots.
Woo!
Pick one.
One more occupation.
Phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist?
Yes.
World's worst phlebotomist.
okay. And if you'll come right here, I'll just need to.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Sex is like a phlebotomy. You might feel a little prick.
I was just going to say, I thought, dear Grinder, I thought he was a phlebotomist and he's a phlotopist.
Oh.
Come back to me when you got it. That's fine.
I'm gonna need you to bend over and cough. Oh, that's prop. Okay, I'm gonna go.
All right, that's our game. Next up, we've got a game called Columns or Word Machine. And we're going to need a couple of volunteers from the audience. Oh, got one back there and one right here. Jordan and Ashley, give it up for our volunteers. You guys are going to be our word machines. This game works a lot like a game of Mad Libs. Our players will have a scene, and at any time they'll tap you on the shoulder, and they'll need you to complete their sentence with any word that comes to your mind, with a little restrictions. We're going to give each of you a letter. So can I get a letter for Ashley? Any letter?
R.
R. All right. And for Jordan?
E.
E. All right. So you can only use words that start with R and only words that start with E. Okay. So this game is for Bill and Kat and Jonathan. And you got Jonathan. You'll be the third person to enter the scene. Can we get a suggestion for a location for these guys? Supermarket. Supermarket. All right, and we'll see this game of columns in 3, 2, 1.
I'd like to start eating more kale.
I would say that would be a good idea. I don't know, because it's just been garnished for so long. I just kind of feel creeped out about eating it. It makes me feel kind of rectum.
I know that you haven't been regularly eating, and I thought the kale might be better than if I had to give you a...
Eczema.
Eczema.
Yeah, I do have that skinny.
Because sometimes I get words mixed up, so...
We can make it into like smoothies and stuff. I feel
Oh my
like
God, I never thought about
yeah,
that.
like I found some recipes on that website called it's called
Renal diet. Renal diet.
Renal Diet.
Renal diet, yes. I know, I was looking at that the other day.
Hey, honey. Mom. Hey, honey.
Hi, baby.
Mom. All right, so I was thinking, kale, it's great. You're right. And I remember what happened to your rectum last time, honey. It wasn't good for either of us.
No, it was
It
not.
was not. It was not. So I was thinking instead, maybe we could get some
Eggs.
eggs.
Oh my God,
Simple.
what a wonderful
That's what I'm
idea.
saying. Boil them every morning.
And
toast
put them
in
up
the
your
evening.
rectum.
That way you can de-shell them for us.
Exactly.
Right. We can put some frittatas, like put them in our
Roasted.
rooster.
Right. To the rooster. I know. Because nobody's ever thought of that. If we put eggs in the roosters, I think we'd be written up in the journal of
Epidural.
epidural. Because nobody ever thought of giving an epidural by putting an egg up a rooster. Well, why wouldn't it work?
Or giving an epidural to a
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Absolutely.
That is an idea.
Because it gives you
Wow. You know what, honey? I'm glad I married you. A little bit more.
Aren't you glad about marrying me?
I'm
too?
not quite sure about that one.
Really? Oh, so our little threesome is going to turn into
Do you want
something
to
else?
more of a
Is it-
twosome and a one-some?
So I think maybe I'm just gonna eat.
That's always your solution.
It's like I have a hole inside of me and I'm trying to fill it with
Why are you showing him affection? He does this every time, and you always run. You just run right out and leave me to deal with it.
You just got it.
You want a hug?
food. I do.
Too bad. All right, bring it here.
No! You know, you're messing with my mind. You make me feel like ejaculating. Oh, I just did. Even the briefest hug is enough to... That's how much in love I am with you.
I never felt so close with you. I was thinking that maybe we could go and
Relocate.
relocate.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Excuse me. Your excuse? Your excuse tight?
We signed some contracts here.
Oh, we did sign a contract.
We signed all of them.
And if any of us breaks the contract, we have to...
Exclusive?
Exclusive. We have to be
We
exclusive.
have to be exclusive just to one another, which ends our marriage with all of the other 7 dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other 7
Fortunate.
Riddlin.
Right?
He's my favorite.
Really? Because my favorite dwarf is...
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
Big round of applause for our volunteers. It's called Snapshots, and this will be like looking at a photo album. And our players looking at the photo album will be Tom and Jonathan, and they're going to be looking at a photo album from where? A vacation to where? Bangladesh. All right, so you guys took a little trip to Bangladesh, and you're going to show everybody here the photos. Our players here will be representing the photos. They'll be acting it out in freeze frame, and our players will be describing it. So you'll see how it goes. And we'll start this trip to Bangladesh in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, we are so glad you guys came over tonight. We have wonderful photos from our trip, don't we, Jeffrey?
Such fun.
Oh, he's so enthusiastic. This first picture shows what happened when we got to Bangladesh.
It was really dark at first. Like Jesus promised.
So you can see right when you get off the plane, there are people offering you their native cuisine, which Jeffrey just adores.
Yeah, you can see my face. I had a really great fucking time, Alex.
Oh, yes. He loved it. He went back for more and more and more.
Because it kept coming out and out and out.
And you can see me right there in the middle. I'm looking forward to our new trip.
I do like that.
Looking
light.
ahead.
Right ahead. And our tour guide, you know, I realize that marijuana is becoming a little bit more accepting, but on the tour bus, right off,
Well, you know, he had to relax to get us going on that trip.
guess it's a stressful job.
Just mellow out. And then, of course, the actual person spotting the site, she was having a little trouble with the sun right there, but things picked up later. In fact, you can see this in the next photograph when we get to one of the holiest shrines in all of Bangladesh.
There's one thing I appreciated, honey. It was the spiritual awakening that you and I had in that moment.
Indeed. You can really see the Buddhist influence right here. The figure in the center is Lakshmi. That's actually the wife of Vishnu. That is actually Brahman behind her, not Vishnu. So-
That's scandalous.
Definitely scandalous.
You know, I'm having pleasant memories coming back, and look at you there,
Oh, yes. I was just
talking to the eternal Buddha yourself.
so overwhelmed
You bodhisattva.
with the spirituality of this place. I was just...
Wow.
And then, of course, it was during cleaning hours, so we did have some personnel there.
She's a little dissatisfied, you could tell.
Yeah, she was a little upset about my religious experience having it right there on the floor of the temple.
We're awakened.
But, you know, once the spirit moves you, that movement has to get out.
It does.
So,
You did the right thing, honey. And back at the hotel in our next picture,
Oh,
when
yes.
that band came about, oh, they played the
Oh.
best reggae.
this is one of my favorite parts of the whole trip. I was just enthralled by the music.
I remember you took a dive right into my massive pecs.
Oh, yes. That was
It was something, honey.
definitely.
And that personnel, she followed. You know, she was really dedicated
Yeah, I
to.
think she
She was inspired by your awakening. Look, she's
Right.
trying to have one right now.
right.
Didn't go well.
And of course, the charismatic band leader right here, you can see I'm glad he was in the shot because he really made the whole show.
Oh God, he did a great job. I do think he has the wrong finger up. I remember a clear "fuck you guys" after the show, so
Yeah.
I think it was just a miscommunication on his part. But no, he did a wonderful job. He did.
Well,
he did.
yeah, we did kind of do that thing on the stage and sort of steal his thunder a little bit.
Well, reggae is about spreading love, and I
Right.
wanted to show
And,
my
you know,
love to
the
you
rhythm
on
and
the stage.
So, and of course, we did have to say goodbye to Bangladesh. And our last photo.
And there it is. See, we caught the right photo this time. He communicated so effectively.
Yes. I mean, it was like when we told him we want to come back next year, the reaction that we got, the enthusiasm, the raw emotion from him.
It's touching.
Yes,
you
yes,
see
yes.
the intimacy between our eyes.
Oh, definitely. I can see that right there.
And they shifted
And,
slightly.
yes, they kind of look back and forth.
Forward.
There. They follow you around the room.
They tend to. Just a little bit.
I'm,
You know-
I'm glad we gave her a big tip. She really earned
She
it.
deserves
I would pay a lot of money for a trip to Bangladesh like that. Our last game is called Conducted Story. All our players here are going to share one mind and tell one story all together, with me pointing at them, telling them to play, or telling them when to go. So, let's get a line here. And let's get a genre for each of our players. For Kat, genre of film, TV, book.
Fantasy.
Fantasy. All right, and for Kendon? History. Like historical film. And for Bill? Science fiction, sci-fi. All right, Holly?
Animal story.
Animal story. All right. And for Tom? I'm sorry, what was over here? You said do a porno? Tom, do a porno. You know, you can keep it softcore if you want, whatever you feel, however you're feeling. And for Jonathan?
Christian movie.
Documentary. You got that one?
Very often, yeah.
All right, documentary. And let's get an adjective, any adjective.
Harry.
Hairy? Okay, hairy and a noun.
Now.
Tractor. So this story is going to be called The Hairy Tractor.
The hairy tractor.
The Hairy Tractor. All right. And we'll start our story with Once Upon a Time.
There was a little piglet named Boo Boo who lived on a farm in the middle of Oksana.
And on this farm, there was a very special farm hand who worked the field all day and got glistening with sweat.
Before he brought out the tractor, which transformed into an alien. The alien tractor moved across the farm terrain. Boom.
He did not know what was happening. He knew that according to 1876 stories, tractors that turned into the aliens actually have happened and have been recited before.
But it turned out that the aliens were actually dragons. Because dragons are the coolest thing in the whole world.
And Boo Boo befriended the dragons. Boo Boo's parents had died from the bacon factory, and so he just knew that he had to take revenge on the farmer.
He had to take revenge on the farmer. The farmer had been established here on this land for about 24 years. As it turned out, the tractor had secreted a certain kind of liquid from its scales that really attracted Bobo to its scent, and it really allowed them.
Oh, and those secretions were all making him feel things he had never felt before in his young life. In fact, those secretions brought to life a burning
sensation in his rectum. But he followed the lead and took some alien hair follicles and smeared it all over the secretions.
Secretions that soon later would bring the 1940s German Nazis to come trampling along.
And Bobo said, "Heil Hitler! I know you are the one who invented bacon. I shall take revenge for my kid."
Oh, and Bobo had his revenge, and that revenge was so satisfying. Oh, after that, Bobo lit himself a cigarette.
As it turns out, the farms that were on this land were often producing tobacco. Bobo was able to roll his own cigarettes after he completely demolished the bacon farm that Hitler had made.
With robots! That's right! He made the biggest robots who trampled the farm until there was nothing left but barren wasteland.
A wasteland that was perfect for the hatching of orcs, who then stormed the countryside and brought the bacon factory to ruin, and Bobo went out and sought solace with the orcs.
Which leads us to the 1960s of sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Oh, sex, drugs, and rock and roll was a time of wonderful exploration for Bobo. He actually never thought about the farm again.
Instead, he just floated through space, his big Bobo-ness trailing behind him as he passed from galaxy to galaxy and beyond.
Until he realized that he missed the orcs, and as he returned home, realized that they had really taken the secretion of the aliens and turned it into a new style of drug that we now know as LSD.
And once Bobo sampled this LSD, he found it eliminated his inhibitions. He didn't mind if things were shaved or even hairy. He would dive into anything.
Bobo was in heaven. He loved his new way of life, his new zen. He just felt like
Captain Kirk might show up at any minute. That's exactly what he felt like. And sure enough, all of a sudden through a time portal walked Captain Kirk.
Found himself into the disco era of 1974. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there was Captain Kirk dancing to the Bee Gees in a time where fashion of the 1974s were built of bell bottoms.
Oh, bottoms. That's big bottoms that Bobo.
That Bobo found to resemble the large tobacco plants that he once farmed.
He took those tobacco plants and used them as booster fuel. The bell-bottoms were like rockets, and soon Bobo was blasting off into the atmosphere.
And that's how Boo Boo became a vegan.
Oh.